The exercise, which will hold for 2 days, is part of efforts to amend the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to align with contemporary realities. The key issues to address in the Constitution include electoral reforms and adjudication, judicial reforms focused on case management and administration, enhancement of local or to local government administration, and the involvement of traditional institutions in contemporary governance. The Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, has called on former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso to apologize to President Bola Tinubu for accusing the president of concentrating the nation's resources on developing the southern part of the nation. Umahi, who made the call in a statement while reacting to Kwankwaso's comment, also urged Nigerians to ignore the former governor statement, which he said was misleading. In a statement that was posted on X by the Special Advisor to the President on Information Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, today, the minister said Senator Kwankwaso owed President Tinubu an apology and a duty to withdraw a statement using the information he provided in a statement for the benefit of Nigerians and the unity of the nation. Umahi said Kwankwaso's comment was made intentionally to deceive Northerners and to pretend that he loves the North more than any other leaders from the North. Meanwhile, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Ayeko Akindele, has claimed that the former presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, Rabiu Kwankwaso, is indirectly marketing President Bola Tinubu to Northerners. Kwankwaso had earlier lamented that Tinubu's administration neglected the northern region, stating that the government, which is the federal government, concentrates national resources on developing only the southern parts of the country. The APC chieftain, who claimed that the former Kano State governor is Tinubu's friend, said the leader of the Kwankwasia movement deliberately issued a wrong statement of partial regional development against Tinubu, knowing well that the president's team would come up with a comprehensive detail of Tinubu's developmental strides in the north. Still in Kano State, now the governor of the state, Alhaji Abba Yusuf, has ordered a full-scale investigation into the alleged involvement of the State Commissioner for Transport, Alhaji Ibrahim Namadi, in the controversial bail of a suspected drug baron, Suleiman Wawu. The governor's directive follows public uproar and mounting concern after reports emerged that the commissioner's name featured in the official documentation reportedly used to secure the suspect's release. A statement issued today by the governor's spokesperson, Sanusi Bature, told or said that the state government is treating the matter with the seriousness it deserves, noting that any attempts to shoot individuals suspected of sabotaging the fight against drug-related crimes would not be tolerated. And away from the northern part of the country now, the chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Abike Dabiri, has criticized United Kingdom Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch over a recent claim that Nigerian law prevents her from passing citizenship to her children because she is a woman. Dabiri Arewa, speaking in a televised interview yesterday, described Badenoch's remark as misleading and entirely untrue. She argued that Badenoch's claim was against Section 25, subsection 1c of the 1999 Constitution, which says a person born outside Nigeria qualifies for citizenship if either parents are Nigerian citizens.
No, but that is not even true. And I'm sure people have responded. So my problem with that is that it is not true. So why tell us something that is not true? That's the issue I have with that.
Is she, because it's a find out what the actual issue is.
The number of Nigerians we have in the UK, in the political space that are doing very well, we don't have to focus on one person. But when you denigrate your country, we'll reply you. It's not about me or the president or you. It's about Nigeria. You can't lie about your country that we keep quiet. So there are many. Look at you. You mentioned some of them that are doing very well in the political space. So ours is we continue to work.
The diaspora chairman argued that the Denigrating one's country publicly must be challenged, and while Nigeria supports its diaspora, no one can be forced to love their homeland. You're still listening to News Express and Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Idoikiti. Coming up next, President Tinubu sends presidential delegation to Morocco ahead of WAFCON final. Do join us again.
Hello, good people of Ekiti State and its environment. For your private, political, family, or club meetings, and so on, of not more than 50 to 100 participants, we introduce to you Adamimogo Event Hall. Yes! Right at Oladoyin Palace, Adamimogo 107.7 FM's compound, Ido Ekiti. Ample parking space, good security, clean environment. You also have the opportunity to book for a media publicity of your event on our fast-growing social media platforms. All these for a talking. Simply visit us at Oladoyin Palace, Ido Ekiti, or call the following numbers for more inquiries: 0803 526 5812 or 0916 340 0878 or 0806 511 4430. You can also call 0806 380 8891 at Adamimogo Event Hall. We are waiting for your patronage.
It is another refreshing time and the outpouring power of God as Christ Apostolic Church, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, presents Sure Mercy of David, a yearly fasting and prayer program where God is set to heal the sick, deliver the poor, set the captives free, and save the lost. Sure Mercy of David comes up in the month of August, every Friday to Sunday, each week in the month of August 2025, as God will be using his anointed servant, Prophet Sam Oluwalo Baba Adamimogo, and many other great anointed men of God. Many spiritual singers will be ministering in song as well. Venue: CAC, Grace of Mercy Prayer Mountain, Adamimogo, Jesus City, Elamija Village, Lekki Epe Expressway, Lagos State. For one-on-one counseling with Prophet Sam Oluwalo, register at JesusCityRadio.com. Sure Mercy of David. Don't miss it.
Thanks for joining us again. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook via Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Ido Ekiti. For happenings around your news and queries, please contact our newsroom on 0915 786 8095. Now to the rest of the news. The Deputy Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Chris Mayaki, has called on universities and the government to step up investment in digital infrastructure to enhance digital learning. Mayaki said that rather than serve as a mere race for certification, digital learning turns education into a ladder for empowerment and produces citizens who are digitally literate, employable, and capable of engaging in the development of society. He stated that open distance e-learning in the country is critical to Nigeria's sustainable development and that there is therefore the need to continue to make digital learning inclusive and affordable to bridge the digital divide and ensure that no Nigerian is left behind. He made this call during a keynote address delivered at the maiden convocation of the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning of Babcock University. Council chairman of the Bariga local government or local council development area in Lagos State has announced the renaming of popular Charlie Boy bus stop after award-winning rapper and singer Olamide Adedeji, popularly known as Bado. The council chairman, Kolade Alabi David, whose tenure ended yesterday, announced the development, stating that the move is part of effort to honor individuals who have brought pride to Bariga and contributed to Nigeria's global image through their craft and contribution. Alabi also disclosed that Ilaje Road has been renamed after veteran juju musician King Sunny Ade. And back home, where former governor of Ekiti State, Adele Fahashe, has predicted a dismal performance for the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the 2027 general elections, declaring that the opposition party could finish in fourth place. Fahashe, A PDP member and a member of the now defunct G5 governors made the statement in a televised interview yesterday, saying it is a prayer that PDP will come forth in the general elections.
You know the situation of our party today, and it's in my prayers that the PDP does not come forth in the coming elections. You know, when I came here, I said the party was already going into caucus. And if you recall very well, majority of people that defected after my coming here had been huge enough and has left the PDP in caucus. The situation in PDP, pretenders can pretend, but you know that the PDP had messed up. Managing the party has become an issue. Everybody in that party today reasonably is to your tent, O Israel.
According to the governor, the party's internal crisis and the alienation of long-standing members have weakened its electoral strength, claiming that most states they are already compromised, which have made them have eased out so many leaders. And outside Nigeria, we now go to the foreign scene, where President of the United States, Donald Trump, has touched down in Scotland ahead of a 4-day trip, which includes a high-level meeting with Scottish officials. However, the president, upon his arrival, has echoed his admiration for the United Kingdom Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, declaring that he likes the Prime Minister for being more liberal than himself, also that the Prime Minister is a good man based on how he secured a trade deal done for the United Kingdom. He went on to send a warning to European leaders regarding illegal immigration, warning them to get their act together or they are going to lose Europe to immigrants. And on entertainment this evening, Nollywood actor Odunlade Adekola has announced the death of his father. Pastor Eni Adekola, the actor, broke the news in a post shared via his Instagram and Facebook page today. After sharing a photo of his late father, he wrote, "Rest on, my daddy." Although the cause of his death was not disclosed, the announcement has drawn an outpouring of condolences from fans, colleagues, and followers. Tributes have described the late pastor as a devoted servant of God. And finally, on sports this evening, Super Falcons star once winner's crown Alimat Ainde has declared that Super Falcons are determined to reclaim the Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON title. Nigeria and Morocco will clash in the final of WAFCON 2024 at Olympic Stadium, Rabat today. The Rosenberg player said the final is not going to be different, emphasizing that they are going to stick together as a team and fight for each other. Meanwhile, as the Super Falcons file out for today's final of the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON in Rabat, Morocco, President Bola Tinubu charged the team to lift the trophy. In a message he penned personally, the president commended the team for its fine run in the tournament, and the nation is carefully rooting for its trophy tonight. And with those sports stories, we end this edition of News Express on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Edo Ekiti. Just before we go, a highlight again. We told you that the federal government, through the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, is currently constructing 250-unit renewable estate in 12 states across the 6 geopolitical zones in the country. We also brought to you that the chairman of Nigerian Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Dabiri Erewa, has faulted Kemi Badnock's claim on Nigerian citizenship for our children, describing remarks as misleading and entirely untrue. And finally, we reported that as the Super Falcons file out for today's final of the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON in Rabat, Morocco, President Bola Tinubu was charged the team to lift the trophy. And that's News Express this evening on Adamimogo 107.7 FM, Oladoyin Palace, Edo Ekiti. On behalf of the production crew led by Mayowa Olashui,